What is going on, everyone? The Houston Texans just dominated the Tennessee Titans 26-3. The Texans are now 9-7 on the year. They end 2023 with a W and head into 2024 with their eyes set on the postseason, with their eyes set on the Super Bowl, and they now find themselves in a win and you're in situation next week against the Colts. If the Houston Texans march into Indianapolis and win that football game, they will find themselves in the playoffs. We're going to talk about this dominant performance by this Houston Texans team. Welcome, everyone, to the 713 Houston Sportcast. I am your host, Ruben Calvillo. I drop daily Houston Texans content, so make sure you guys are following me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok for the latest news, rumors, and updates. And if you guys are new here to the channel, trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Happy New Year. Please help me get there. And thank you all so much for watching today's episode. Now, the game was won by the Houston Texans in all three phases. Starting with the offense, CJ Stroud, his first game back after missing the previous two matchups dealing with a concussion. He went 24 of 32, 213 yards, one touchdown, no interception, was also sacked only one time, a quarterback rating of 102.7. Look, it was easy for CJ Stroud today. He looked better than ever. It was a dominant performance by him. The Tennessee Titans defense just had no answer for CJ Stroud in this Houston Texan offense. The rush in the game. Devin Singletary, 16 rushes, 80 yards, 5 yards a carry. His longest was 24. Dameon Pierce, a okay day. 8 attempts, 16 yards, 2 yards a carry. We saw Nico Collins run the ball for 7 yards. We saw John Mechie run the ball for 4 yards. CJ Stroud took it himself for 4 also. Everyone got involved in the Houston Texans running game today, and it was one of the reasons why you just dominated this football game. The receiving attack, Nico Collins, 7 receptions, 80 yards. His longest was 21. This is a wide receiver type of one day for Nico Collins. Now, I said it before. I think there are two types of number ones. There's the guys that can get you 1,000 yards, Jarvis Landry, Brandon Cooks, Kenny Golladay. And then there's the guys that are Stephon Diggs, Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams. With one game left, Nico Collins can tell us what type of wide receiver one he is. But it was fantastic to see him and CJ Stroud really get going. He had a couple of nice toe taps and just a great day for Nico Collins. Your second leading receiver was Robert Woods. His best game in a while, 4 receptions, 58 yards. A couple of them were for first downs. Brevin Jordan, 2 catches, 19 yards. Dalton Schultz, 2 catches, 19 yards. Brevin Jordan also had the touchdown. This offense was just eating against this Tennessee defense. They did not do anything to disrupt you. They did not do anything to make it hard on you. The Houston Texans, honestly, they could have put up 50. But they stopped trying midway in the third quarter. It was just a wonderful and dominant performance by this offense. Shout out to Bobby Slowick. We saw so many misdirections. We saw so many plays that involve pre-snap motion. That's what you want to see from this Shanahan type of offense. And Bobby Slowick just did a fantastic job at play calling. This is what you wanted to see after a iffy game against the Cleveland Browns. Now, I want to give shout out to Kaimi Fairbairn, because Fairbairn today, 4 field goals, was 4 of 4, 2 of 2 on extra points. His longest was 51. I think Kaimi Fairbairn is solidifying himself as one of the best kickers in the NFL. We saw how life was without him when we had Matt Amendola and he lost us a couple of games, could not hit anything. Kaimi Fairbairn comes back, hits a 54-yard game winner against Tennessee, and just today, 4 of 4, longest 51. A dominant performance by Kyrie Fairman. This is a guy you might need to give a contract to sooner rather than later. But then moving to the Houston Texans defense performance, because maybe your best showing on defense all season. You do not allow a touchdown, only allow 3 points in the second quarter. Ryan Tannehill was sacked 5 times. Will Levis was sacked 1 time. Will Anderson Jr., your 3rd overall pick, has emerged. This is now 7 sacks on the year for Anderson, and they showed a graphic comparing his rookie season to J.J. Watt's. And Will Anderson has J.J. Watt beat in terms of sacks, and they are tied for QB pressures with 16, but there's still 1 game left. Will Anderson Jr., a dominant effort today, 2 sacks. Jerry Hughes, 1 sack that also led to a strip that was picked up by Sheldon Rankins. Sheldon Rankins ran it back for the touchdown. Kurt Hinish had half a sack. Sheldon Rankins also got himself a sack. And then Derek Barnett, newly addition Houston Texans, previously spent his career with the Philadelphia Eagles, 1.5 sacks today. Derek Barnett, he made an impact in today's game. Overall, this Houston Texans defense was dominant. Derrick Henry, another horrible performance. 12 attempts, 42 yards, 3.5 on the ground. At halftime, Derrick Henry only had 11 yards. Wide receivers. DeAndre Hopkins, 7 catches, 72 yards. Pretty good day. But other than that, everyone else was shut down. This Houston Texans defense, they handled business today. DeMeco Ryans, fantastic game plan. He is also solidifying himself as one of the best young coaches in the NFL. Hey, his team in year 1 is fighting for a playoff spot. Dude, this season is not over. You have a chance to go to the playoffs. And as everyone knows, once you get into the playoffs, anything can happen. The Houston Texans defeat the Tennessee Titans 26-3. Let me know how you guys are feeling. And for more Houston Texans content, y'all feel free to follow me for more. Go H-Town. Have a very blessed day.